the caretaker gene. That's what we're going to talk about now. It's GSTP1. Why is it called the caretaker gene? That's because the number one role in GSTP1 is taking care of our cells. Taking care of our cells and helping with intercellular detoxification. So phase 1 detoxification is the EPHX1 gene, which we talk about in a video up there. GSTP1 is phase 2. Okay, all has to do with glutathione. So GSTP1 is an enzyme and makes glutathione. What is glutathione? It's the most powerful antioxidant found in the human body. Okay, so we produce that, and then it binds with GSTP1 enzyme with glutathione, and what it does is it makes toxins, so carcinogens that we have in our body, and takes them from fat soluble, neutralizes them, makes them water soluble so we can flush it out. 2 very important roles in our body: having a master antioxidant running through our body, fighting free radicals and protecting us against oxidative stress is super important. Oxidative stress is like a rusting of our insides. Think of it like a car, right? It can damage targets in our body, biological targets. So very important to be able to detox well, and then also important to fight free radicals and oxidative stress. This gene affects mostly mucous linings. So think of sinuses, lungs, bladder, intestines. So what's linked to these things? So it causes inflammation in these areas, overinflammation. So asthma, the lungs, we have sinus infections come up, bladder infections, and intestinal issues like leaky gut and IBS are all linked to GSTP1 issues. This gene, Dr. Jen Myers, who's the geneticist here and does a bunch of videos, she talks a lot about the C word, cancer, with this one. And that's because a GSTP1 gene that is overexpressing itself is a tumor feeder, progresses tumors quickly. Where the opposite is true. If this gene is in check and your body's making glutathione the way it should, it actually suppresses tumors. That's one of its roles. So that's why we need this switch to stay turned off. We want it to be in the right range, right? We want to make sure that we can not overproduce or underproduce the things that we need in our body. We want it working order. This gene is actually tied to drug resistance, and has been just all these new studies have just shown it's directly linked to addictions, actually. So there's an answer for some people that might have been wondering why me. This is one of the genes that does link that. Okay, so your supplement is going to give you glutathione. It's going to give you the thing that you're not making enough of on your own. It's also going to give you powerful antioxidants that will help scavenge free radicals and help with antihistamine effects and anti-inflammatory, reversal. It's all on your page here, all the ingredients and why they're in there. What can you do epigenetically? Think about carcinogens and try to eliminate as many as you can. So toxins from your environment, from your skin, from what you eat. Just know that your body has a little bit of a harder time flushing them out. So you're going to get these ingredients that help support your body doing what it's supposed to do on its own, but just be mindful of that and think about it. I mean, there's so many pollutants that we not only put on our skin, toxins, and that is in our environment, but just even think of industrial carcinogens are like plastic water bottles, right? That have been sitting on a truck, getting heated, and all that stuff goes into your water, those chemicals, and then you drink it, okay? That's one way to get a lot of carcinogens in our body, or microwaving plastic food. So we want to store our food in glass, just things like that. Little switches that can make a huge difference in your body. Looking at chemicals that are on our food and pesticides and smog and all those things. Smoking, that's a huge one to quit doing, is smoking. That's a huge carcinogen. Hopefully that this helps you, guide you on the right path to understanding what GSTP1 does for you.